Hi everyone, and welcome back to another cooking episode with Jerome. So today I have really exciting news, okay? I was sitting with my nephew Nathaniel and then came up with a really cool name for my channel on YouTube. It's called Life of Food with Jerome, okay? So today I got another one pot wonder that I wanted to do, okay? Since it's a weekday, and you know when you get home when you get home after a busy day at work and you're tired and you don't really want to cook up something, cook up a storm, so to speak. So you know, cooking up one pot wonders makes it so much easier and you can spend more time with your family thereafter. So today I want to do a tin fish pasta. It's a very simple recipe, and the ingredients you're going to be using for your tin fish pasta will be 2 cups of cheddar cheese. Okay, I've got Berg cheese because it melts very nicely. Okay, then I've got my masala. Okay, I've got chili. I'm going to be using tomato sauce, and then I've got Lucky Star pilched in tomato sauce. You could also use the one in chili sauce if you want. Then I've got a can of tomato and onion mix. I'm going to be using black pepper, mixed herbs, oil, salt, ginger, garlic. I've got 1 large onion that's chopped. Okay, you could use 2 onions if you don't have a large one. And then we've got a packet of spaghetti. And then I'm also using a bit of thyme and fresh mint. Okay, and then I've also got a packet of washed and ready to eat rockets. Okay, so let's get cooking, guys. So what I have going here, okay, we're going to do this all in one pot, okay? So what I have going here is boiling water on a rolling boil, okay? We want this on a rolling boil because we want to make sure that you get your pasta into really hot water, okay? So give this a quick whack here, and then I'm going to throw in my pasta. So that is going to be cooking for 12 minutes. From the time it starts to boil again, it'll be cooking for 12 minutes. Okay, and we'll be right back. Okay guys, we're adding a bit of oil to the pasta to prevent the sticking. I completely forgot about that. Not too much, just a little bit. And we'll be right back in 12 minutes. Okay guys, so our pasta is ready. It's boiled for approximately, 13 minutes. I think 13 or 14 minutes. But of course, you can get it to how you like it. I like it al dente, firm but tender to the bite, okay? I'd love to throw this on the roof, but unfortunately the roof is too high and I can't see myself living with that there, okay? So I'm just going to leave this one side. I've got my pot on the stove, okay? The pot is getting hot, and I'm going to throw in some oil. This would be about, not even a quarter cup. I need to tell you a story about oil. Many years ago, I used to use 5 liters oil a month. Then I moved to Johannesburg, and I became health conscious. Now I never ever use more than 2 liters oil a month. Okay, so now I've got my onions going in here, and I want them to become golden brown. Okay, I'm just going to turn down the heat a bit there. Okay. Clean as we go. Wipe down the stove. Alright. Okay, so let me tell you about my tin fish now, guys. So, what I do with the tin fish, okay? I know that some people eat the tin fish with the bones, some people eat it without the bones, okay? So, what I actually do, I don't like the bones. So, what I do is I actually drain off the juice from the can. And then what I do is I scrape the outside of fish, flip it down the middle, take out all of the bones, and then I rinse it. So you end up with a really clean fish here, but the flavor is still there in the juice and all of that. Okay, so let's take an onion. Alright, it's getting beautifully brown here. So while that's happening, I'm going to start amping up the flavor there. Alright, so we got our thyme. I'm going to throw in the thyme. Whole thyme. Guys, you could also use dried thyme if you would. And then I'm throwing in my mint as well. Try and keep it as dry as possible because the oil is not splashing all over, okay? Right. Give that a mix. The smell of this is simply amazing. Beautiful. Okay, so we let that go for about a minute or so, okay? I'm going to be right back. Okay guys, so these onions and herbs have been going for a minute or two. Alright, so I'm ready to add my next ingredient now. I've got a bit of ginger. Okay, I don't add too much of ginger. I prefer to add more garlic. I feel it has more flavor. And then my mother always said that also. It's better to add more garlic than ginger. Okay, clean as you go. Okay, then let me just give that a quick stir. Alright, stir it up. Okay, let that stir fry for about half a minute or so, right? You can bring out all of that fragrance of the ginger and the garlic. I'm just going to throw in a pinch of mixed herbs. Alright. Guys, at this stage you could also add curry leaf. Okay, if you want you can add curry leaf. Then I'm going to go in with a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder. Okay, 1/4 teaspoon turmeric powder, and then maybe a teaspoon of curry powder. Alright, of course you could add more. You can even add up to a tablespoon of curry powder. Okay, depending on whichever curry powder is your favorite, you can add up to a tablespoon of that. Okay, give that a quick stir. Okay guys, you can see how that looks. Okay, so next I'm going in with my tomato and onion mix, okay? I'm just going to open that up and drop that in there. Sizzling very beautifully. Okay, give that a stir. Get out every last bit there. Alright, so leave this now to cook for about 2 or 3 minutes, okay? 2 or 3 minutes. Clean as we go. While that's fully going, I'm trying to open up the tomato sauce. Okay, this goes out. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to add maybe about a few squirts, I'd say 1/4 cup. Right. And then we're adding our tin fish. Okay. Now there's one thing I hate, it's the smell of tin fish on dishes. I've got a really quick tip for you. When you're washing dishes that have tin fish in it, you can use handy Andy and it'll take out the smell. Alright. So I'm giving this a quick stir. And I'm going to allow this to cook for the next 5 minutes, guys. Okay? We're going to give this 5 minutes and we'll be right back. Okay guys, so our dish is almost ready, okay? This has been going for 5 minutes. Alright, you can see how it looks here. Alright, and then I'm going to go in and add our pepper. Black pepper. Alright. That should be fine. Alright. It doesn't get simpler than this, guys. For a weekday meal, quick and easy. Right, so next I'm going to add my pasta to this. Okay. Adding my pasta there. Here we go. Okay, I'm just going to throw this in the sink. Alright, then I'm going to add my rocket. Okay, so this is washed and ready to eat. I'm just going to throw it in the top there. So I'm going to give it all a good mix in. Alright. And then we can also turn off the stove because the remaining heat is going to cook the rest of it. Right? I'm going to get rid of this. And our 2 cups of cheese. Okay. Mix all of this in. Okay. All right. Now comes the big mix. Okay, I think I'm just gonna abandon this wooden spoon for a large metal spoon and help us to mix this in better. Okay. There we go. Okay. Just gonna mix this in. And we'll be right back once I've mixed it in, guys. Okay guys, so there we have it. Tin fish pasta, okay? We can give it one last exciting ingredient. We can add some fresh lemon juice to that. Squeeze it out there. I'm going to have a taste. Guys, absolutely delicious. You must try it. You wouldn't believe that something so simple could be so delicious. Happy cooking, guys. Enjoy.